Here's a sneak peek of what today's street futsal session will look like. Hey everybody, welcome back to Magical Soccer Moves and Street Futsal Moves training channel. My name is Danny Madrigal and we're going to go ahead and get started here. So first thing you guys can see here is for the setup, you should probably use 6 cones or objects if you guys can. So if you don't have that much space, this is a 5-yard space. If you don't have that much space, then certainly go with 5 or 4 cones, 5 or 4 objects, but it's preferable to go with 6. That way you get a nice repetition as you're going through the training session. So let me show you what that looks like as far as the setup. Okay, what you do is you take 1 cone, drop it off. Then I have 1 yard in between. So all I do is 1 step, drop it off. 1 step, drop it off. 1 step, 1 step, 1 step. Okay, so this is a 5-yard area. You're gonna need space behind the cones. You're gonna need a little bit of space in front of the cones. Okay, so that's gonna be the setup for today. The second thing you'll need is you're gonna need a watch. Okay, a watch or a timer. Timer on your iPad, timer on your cell phone, in order to do a countdown for each exercise. So what we're doing today is we're gonna do, this is what I call a horizontal street futsal training. Normally, we go up and down the cones, but for today, we're gonna be going horizontally left to right, right to left, okay? So it'll be a different training session today, and I'm really excited to show you what that looks like, okay? So we will be working on both your good foot, your strong foot, and also working on your weak foot, okay? So you're going to be doing each session, you're going to be doing it twice, okay? So for your good foot, you're going to set your timer to 90 seconds. For your weak foot, you're going to set your timer for 75 seconds, okay? And we are doing 5 different exercises, street futsal exercises today, okay? So 90 seconds for your strong foot, 75 seconds for your weak foot. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first one is called soul rolls. Basically all we're doing is soul rolls with your good foot only. Let me show you what that looks like. So for soul rolls, you want to make sure you roll the ball with the sole of your feet and you want to cross your feet over, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and demonstrate. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go with my strong foot. Once I get to the end, I'm going to switch sides. So I come over to this side, and I continue to go with my strong foot. Switch sides again, keep going with my strong foot. So small little soul rolls. Okay? So that is with your good foot. After you're done with training your good foot, then you're going to move on to your weak foot. So now I'm going to go to this side, to my weak foot, and I'm going to do it with my other foot, okay? So here I go, doing small little soul rolls, get to the end, switch sides, small little soul rolls, get to the end, switch sides, okay? All right, awesome. Make sure you cross your feet over when you're doing the soul rolls, and they're small little soul rolls. Make sure they're small with good rhythm, okay? So everything's about rhythm, all right? Okay, here we go. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna go ahead and train this for 90 seconds and 75 seconds, and then you'll come back to me for the second exercise, okay? So at this moment, go ahead and hit pause on your video, and I will see you when you come back for exercise number 2, okay? Enjoy. Okay, awesome. Welcome back. Hopefully the first one, soul rolls, was easy enough. And now we're going to move on to what I call soul hooks. So for a soul hook, You want to get into like a duck, okay, like a duck's feet. So your toes are pointing out, your heels are in, kind of like ducks. This is the way ducks walk, right? So we want to do that. That's number one. Then we want to go with the sole of our feet. But notice how my toes are still out, heels are in. So you're going to get into that motion. So right now for 10 seconds, follow with me. Everybody get your futsal ball or your soccer ball in front of you. Get into a duck feet shape, duck feet formation. Okay, let's walk it through for 5 seconds and then we're going to run it through. So go ahead, we're going to do sole hooks. 3, 2, 1. Now let's start going with speed. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. 4, 2, time. Those are sole hooks. Now we're going to do sole hooks for number 2. Let me demonstrate what that looks like. Okay, so I'm a lefty, so I'm going to come to the left side and I'm going to start doing my sole hooks here. If you're a righty, you start on the opposite side. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to start doing sole hooks back and forth. The ball's going left to right, right to left. Now I switch, turn around, switch. Notice how the ball's always moving. Always moving. Okay? So that's sole hooks. After you're done with your 90-minute training session on your good foot, you're going to come over to your weak foot. For me, my weak foot is my right foot. So I come to the right side, and now I repeat the same thing, but with the right foot first. Okay? So sole hooks all the way across. When I get to the end, turn around and start over. Okay? So those are the sole hooks. Okay? So you're gonna work for 90 seconds on your good foot, work 75 seconds on your weak foot. Okay? So go ahead and hit pause and enjoy. Okay? We'll see you in a few. Okay, great. All right, so the first 2 exercises, they were more of a warm-up to get used to using the bottom of your foot, the sole of your foot, because that is what we use in street soccer and in futsal, okay? Learning how to use the bottom of the foot. Now that we're warmed up, now that we got our sole rolls and sole hooks out of the way, now we're gonna get into some of the exercises that you saw me do at the beginning. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. So the first one is you're going to use, it's 3 touches. You're going to do a pull back with your good foot. So pull back, inside push again, forward. Okay, 3 touches. So pull back, inside, forward with the inside of your weak foot. Okay, so watch again, I'll go slow. It's pull back, inside, inside. Pull back, inside, inside. Good foot, weak foot. Good foot, weak foot. Good foot, weak foot. Good foot, weak foot. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and give you an actual demonstration of what it looks like. For this one, you want to make sure the ball is even with the cones, because the first step is to do a pullback. So the ball needs to be in front of you, that way you can pull it back before we go sideways and then forward, okay? All right, so I'm going to run it through somewhat slowly at a jogging pace. So here's what it looks like. Pull back, sideways, forward, pull back, sideways, forward, pull back, sideways, forward, pull back, sideways, forward, pull back, sideways, forward. Now let me give you the back angle, then I turn around. My ball is right there, even with the cones. Pull back sideways forward, pull back sideways forward. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pull back sideways forward. Okay? All right. So that is going to be number 3. The other thing you can also do on your own, before you even start it if you want, you can kind of sort of do it here, just with the ball in front of you. So pull back sideways forward, reset. Pull back sideways forward, reset. pull back sideways forward, reset, pull back sideways forward. Okay? So that'll be number 3. Okay? So you're going to do that 90 seconds with your good foot, and then you'll come back and do 75 seconds with your weaker foot. Okay? All right. Go ahead and hit pause. We'll see you for number 4. Enjoy. Okay, great. Awesome. So we've got 2 more exercises, and then we'll be done for today's lesson. Before we move on, really quick, if you're liking this training session so far, at the bottom of your screen, you have a little thumbs up. It takes half a second to just click it. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And then next to it, inside of a box, you have the subscribe. It takes half a second to just click it. So if you subscribe, it's awesome because every single week that I upload new videos, it will send you an alert letting you know every time that the new video is up on YouTube. Okay? So make sure to click the subscribe, okay? Go ahead and take a second and click it. Click both. Awesome. All right, here we go. So we're moving on to number 4. So for number 4, we're going to do sole roll, pull back, sole roll, forward. So you're going to do sole roll, pull back with the other foot, sole roll again with your good foot, push forward with your weak foot. This exercise takes 4 touches. 4 touches. All 4 touches are with the sole of both feet. Okay, sole of both feet. So once again, you start off with a sole roll, pull back, sole roll, forward. Okay, one more time. One last demonstration. Sole roll, pull back, sole roll, forward. Okay, and now I'm going to perform this, going horizontally from left to right on the cones. Watch what it looks like. So this time, you want the ball in front of the cones. So the ball is placed in front of the cones because I'm going to start off by doing a sole roll. So I'm doing a sole roll, pull back, sole roll, forward, sole roll, pull back, sole roll, forward. And the forward touch is also with the sole of the foot. Sole roll, pull back, sole roll, forward. Okay? All right. So those are the steps. Now I'm going to go ahead and run through it for you to see what it looks like on the front end and on the back end. Okay? Here we go. Ball's in front of the cones. Sole roll, pull back, sole roll forward, sole roll, pull back, sole roll forward, sole roll, pull back, sole roll forward. Turn around. Ball's in front of the cone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And you would just continue going with those laps for the 90 seconds, okay? Once you're done with those, then you go over to your weak foot. So I would come to my weak foot, I place the ball in front, and I go sole roll, pull back, sole roll forward. Sole roll, pull back, sole roll forward. Sole roll, pull back, sole roll forward. Okay? Then I turn around and I do it the other way too. So we're doing a full lap around all the cones, okay? So that's what that looks like. So at this time, go ahead. Oh, I would really recommend for you to always do a little bit of a walkthrough. Just kind of sort of walk it through of what it looks like. Walk it through a few times for 20-30 seconds. After you do that, then you go perform it, okay? Make sure you don't start your timer until you start performing it on the cones, okay? All right, go ahead and hit pause, and we'll see you for number 5. Enjoy. Okay, great, awesome. So this is the final one, the 5th one, and this one is a hook, scissors, tap it back softly. So there's 3 touches to it, or there's 3 steps, I should say, because the second step, you're not even touching the ball. So it's a hook, which we already know. These are my hooks. So we're going to do 1 hook. Then we're going to do an outer step over. That's also called a scissors. So these are called scissors, or they're also called outer step overs, okay? Because we're stepping out. We're stepping out, so I call them outer step overs. There's also inner step overs, but we're not doing that. We're going to be focusing on outer, okay? All right. And then you're going to tap it back with the inside of your foot for the third step, okay? So at this time, we've already done the sole hooks. Let's do 10 seconds only, okay? 10 seconds of scissors, of outer step overs. So do this with me. Go ahead and put your soccer futsal ball in front of you. Make sure it's at a standstill. Get behind it. Okay, go ahead and join me. We're gonna walk through it for 5 seconds, and then we'll run through it for 10 seconds. So just walk it with me. Go ahead and do this with me. You wanna throw your body to the side. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and now we're gonna run through it, okay? Here we go, ready? 10 seconds only, follow with me, go. 8, 6, 4, 2, time, okay? So that's gonna be the scissors, okay? Here we go. So now let me take you through the actual move of what we're gonna do. So it's a sole hook, scissors, tap it back. Watch again. Sole hook, scissors, tap it back. 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 Okay? Now let me break it down a little bit for you. Okay? When you do the sole hook with your good foot, my good foot stays up in the air. It does not touch the ground. It stays up in the air. As soon as I do the sole hook, my foot is going around the ball. Okay? So as soon as I do the sole hook, I'm going around the ball, and then I bring the ball back with the inside of my weak foot. Okay, so watch again. Sole hook, scissors, bring the ball back. 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 And eventually, then you get a little more comfortable, and it starts to look like that. Okay? This is the toughest of all 5 that we're doing, which is why I left it for the end. Okay? So let's go ahead and try it, all right? Here's what it looks like. This time the ball is behind the cones. So the ball is behind the cones. It's between me and the cones. So I'm going to do a sole hook, scissors, bring the ball back. Sole hook, scissors, bring the ball back. Sole hook, scissors, bring the ball back. Sole hook, scissors, bring the ball back all the way. When I'm done, then I turn around and go back the other way. Let me show you what it looks like running through it. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready? And go. Turn around. Sole hook, scissors, bring the ball back. Sole hook, scissors, bring the ball back. All right. Okay, so that is the hook, scissors, tap the ball back softly, okay? So you're gonna do that for 90 seconds with your good foot, 75 seconds with your weak foot, okay? So at this time, you're gonna hit pause and then you're gonna come back to me at the end, okay? All right, go ahead and hit pause. We'll see you in a few. Enjoy. Okay, great, awesome. So that is today's horizontal street futsal training session. So it was 5 exercises. It was with both feet. So you really worked on your strong foot. You also worked on your weak foot, okay? Because we want to be a 2-footed soccer and a 2-footed futsal player, okay? So very, very important. All right, so if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the thumbs up, the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, let me know if you have any questions. Leave me a comment. I always take a look at the comments every within 24 to 48 hours. I will get back to you on your questions, on your comments, on your suggestions. I love to hear how you guys did. Okay, so thank you guys for coming today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next video. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye now.